Sherman can give you a very nice edge.
Hello, welcome back to Man Cave Models. Hope everybody's had a good week. I would say I have, but I've been doing tracks. So yes, let's talk about the elephant in this room. These things. So guys, these are the parts that make up our track. And I will give you well, let's put it this way. It's a job you'll be glad to finish. They go together. Actually, in all fairness, the tracks go together really well, and they are quite nice when they're together. It's just the amount and the time that it takes. So guys, we have 79 of these per side, 79 of these per side, which is 158 all in. We have 316 of these, yeah, and 100 and, hang on, no, it's 316 of these pins as well. And bear in mind, this has to be cut off the sprue. 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 And then it has to be cleaned up. So yes, it's a lot of work. If I can say anything to help you along with the process, if you're building this kit, they are worth it. They are actually worth it. I'm not going to slate these in any shape or form. They are quite nice and they do go together not too bad, to be fair. You will end up with a sore finger. That will get sore from pushing the ends of the pins in. So basically I used some thin super glue. And I've obviously used my extra thin. So our pads, the way it shows us to put them together on here is to do these pins first, like in a set like this, and then do the two pads separate. Sorry, these pins are in the way. Yeah, and then do the two pads separate, and that's how it's telling you to do it. Now, I did it a different way than that. I've done the pads, then added the pins, and the reason being is with the cement, if you've put too much on and it catches the edge of your track horns, it can glue them solid, or you know when the glue melts, it goes a bit, it can ooze out. It melts the plastic and the plastic oozes out, and in the hoe, this hoe trench here, the hoe, if it oozes out onto the pins, then it stiffens them right up. Well, if you're doing it the other way, you can, at least once they're dry, you can go through them with a drill bit and clear it out if you need to. Well, if you've already put it together, you can't do that. So that's the reason I've done it. Now, time wise, guys, I shall get a section of tracks together for you, and I will let you know how long it's taken. So let's get some glue going, get these done. So basically it's quite simple with these. All I'm doing is I'm getting a nice glob in there, along the edge, which you couldn't do if you put them together, and then just whack them together, look, like that. Then basically just leave it to go off. No, don't worry. So you get that seam mark here. Zoom in, yeah, see it? Don't worry about it at all, because when they're together, you don't see that at all. It's quite well hidden. So don't worry. So that's glued. let that go off. So basically what I would say is just do what I did and cut loads off. So then you have to put this bit together while that's going off. So I shall get, I knew I needed it, but I don't know why I put it away with some super glue. Right. So basically all I've done is I put a, if you can, I'm trying to zoom in for you so you can see. So I put a dot on the top of that bottle, and I've got my trusty super glue thingy, which is that. So all I did was you put the pins in this little carrier thing that gives you, like that. Load them in, like so. I put a little bit around the top of the edge of there, look. Like that. And then just push that track link on, like that. Try not to leave it in place because the glue will probably stick. And then all I did was just to make sure it was in solid, was push it down. You hear that? I don't know if you could hear that click, but that's it pushing in. And you do the same with the other side, which is disappeared. But you don't do that yet. Just make that part, and obviously you have all your bits cut off, ready to go. So all I did was a load of pots with the different pieces in. So that was the easiest way to do it. So then let that one dry. Let that one dry. There, let it settle. So in this, it's telling you to put that in there like that, and then it's telling you to push both together. So I'll push it together. So you got that, like so. Sorry guys, like that, which is great. But if you want to glue that together first and leave it off, only because, like I say, because of the glue squirting out. So that's how that bit goes together. So after you've built up a few of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all I did after that was they're built up, flip them all over, because in that way you won't get confused, but just make sure all these are facing the same way, and then all you do is basically just add that through. Some of these can be a bit tight because of that, like I said, with the glue, so just make sure that when you do it, if you need to add take a little drill bit down there, then that's the way it just does it, clears it out, and then you get a nice loose track. So all I did with doing it is that, not too much. And then you take your track horn, push it together like so. It'd be a pain in the bum because I'm doing it on camera. And believe it or not, you actually, after you've done a few, can you hear that click? Just make sure they're straight. Make sure we're going the right way still. And then just keep going down through like that. Okay. So you can hold it like that. And another drop of glue. Now it's quite a tight fit, so you could, if you didn't want to use glue them with super glue, then you'd probably get away with not doing it, but I'm just doing it, belts and braces sort of thing, innit? Make sure you straighten it, and then I have had to pull one of these apart, so like you do, you did put it in the wrong way, and just go through, and eventually you will end up with a full track. And sore fingers and grey hair, and wonder where that time went. Now your best bet is, in all fairness, is find something on YouTube to watch that you're not bothered about too much, so there's a bit of just something in the background, and then just plod along. There you go. You stick man cave models on, stick the Cooper wagon one on, and start doing your tracks. Somebody to gabber to you at the same time. Then that's all I did. I didn't know what I didn't put on my video, because it is I must admit, it is strange watching yourself on a video. And we just keep going. See, that one's a bit tight. So, and I put all the stuff away. This is not too bad, it's okay. But they do get tighter than that. And just make sure you twist them where they're meant to go, because they do want to go out of alignment a little bit. And there's your first section of track. So all we have to do with this one is, bear with me, is add it to bear with me, one of the tracks we've been doing. Is that way? So this is relatively quite a quick video, really, of doing these tracks, compared to the comparison of actually how long they these have taken to actually put together. So what I would suggest is do when you do these, do a section of 10, and then do another section of 10, so you've got sections of 10, and then add those sections to each other at the end. And I'll zoom out for this for you. There you guys. There is our section, our track list. Look at that. All nice and loose. And you see what I mean about that joint? You can't see it. So I wouldn't even worry about. I started off, to be fair, I started off sanding them and everything, and then realised that it's a lot of work and you can't see it. So, but that is our one side, and that is the other side, like that. And that's a lot of parts. It works out that you don't use all the parts put this together that you cut out. So track parts all in is at 1,055 parts. Crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. and these have taken, if you add the time together, it would have been 2 days solid, just sanding, cleaning up, putting together. It is the part of a kit that it's like will put you off building it. So luckily for me, before I actually started the whole kit, I did this job first. I thought I'm going to do it first. I want to get it out of the way. So that's what I did. I did it first. So, and these are metal tracks. They're not the rubber tracks. So when you paint these up, these will be metal. I've got a photo. When I'm ready to paint them, I'll show you what I'm doing. But yes. And anybody notice something? By any chance? I've just noticed it. Up to that point, that section there, look, it's backwards. So I need to reverse that one. Luckily, by putting just a dot of super glue on, and I'll tell you, I must admit, I checked these tracks a few times when I did it. So, bit of a rookie mistake on my part, but it just proves it does happen. We all make, no matter how many years you've been doing this, you're still guaranteed that you'll make a mistake somewhere. There it is. And it's all part of the problem. They're all part and parcel anyway, but you can pull them apart again. There you go. Sorted. Live on camera. No stunt doubles were you needed for this job. But guys, yeah, they take forever to do. So, like I say, just do an hour an evening or a couple hours, up to you what you do. But stick something on the background and just plod along. And they are well worth it. They are actually quite nice tracks. So yes, they should paint up well too. So anyway, that's our tracks. We'll move on to the next bit of this video. So we're just going to put them to one side for a minute. Back to our idler wheels. So, our idler wheels. Hope you've all gone and got yourself some 0.25mm plastic sheet to sort that out. Damn you, Trump! Boy, it is Trumpeter. Is it? Yes, I think it is. I Love Kits is made by Trumpeter, I'm sure. Oh, alright. Let's do refresh. Damn you, I Love Kits. That's all part and parcel of the video, isn't it? It's and then in all fairness, the fix is quite simple. And it's not like major surgery. It's the same with the front sprockets really. They're on. Probably not as sturdy as I'd like them to be, but they're not taking any strains, and unless I'm driving this thing around the carpet, which I'm not planning on doing, they'll stay on the way they are. So guys, going back to sprockets and everything, so I put these on, but I haven't glued the two halves, and there is a reason for that, is because I want to be able to get the tracks on and off for painting. So I haven't put them on, or I haven't glued them on. sorry, I haven't glued them. I won't be gluing them together till we paint, and you'll get a joint here, but it's not really in any way you're going to notice too much, I shouldn't think. So that's my plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these that I primed. I've got a bit close up to the camera today, but this kit does take a fair bit of room, so yeah, I've primed those so they're ready. I'm going to whiz this along a little bit for you. And I'm going to grab my glue, nice dollop of it as well. And I'm actually going to brush it around the inside, and I'm going to put a fair bit on. Alright, and I'm not going to go straight to it. Right, so it's had a little bit of soaking time. I'm going to do the same to the idler wheel now. And that I'm covering all of the base part there, so it should line up on there. And then one more douche. Bearing in mind I've got to remember where that keyway goes. And in it goes. Just give it a little bit of pressure for a minute. And if you want, you can always back that up with a little bit of thin CA glue as well. Let that go then. Do the same with the other one. Right, just making sure you can see it. I do realise with getting these on, tracks done, that it brings us to the next stage, which should be putting on the well, I think it's actually putting the 30 cal in the front barrel gun, and it also maybe, I think, unless I pull the plans out, I don't know, but I think it's the periscopes here as well. But I'm considering, before I do that, whether to just paint all that inside black. So the keyway will only let it go in one way. Let's see how easy that was actually to get in. If you remember off the video when I showed you, I did have to squeeze it a bit to get it in. So, right, we'll let that go for a minute. And that is a lot better than the fit that we had originally, where you could see it just falling out every time you put it in. There was nothing there actually holding it. So that 0.25 actually worked quite a nice job. So we'll let that go a minute. So probably a bit soon. Also, so where, remember I said there's no weld beads? I am going to put weld beads in there and on the back, but I'm going to do it, there's some more weld beads to add to the bottom of the hull and any other little places. So what I want to do is do it all in one go, so when you make a batch of putty, then you're not making just a tiny little bit, or you know, and but at the moment it doesn't look like it's loads. So yeah. Right. So looking at our tracks, they should go that way. So if you put them in flat, loop them over, and then add this bit. There's a keyway on that. Just add that side. Like that. You can then pull your tracks in place that. Drop your pin in. If you want to keep your tracks on for a bit, then just drop your pin in. Don't do the other side. This is an awkward bit. It will be because I'm doing it on camera anyway. Yeah. So that's one side. And then make sure they're facing the right way around. So that's that way. So if that goes that way, that goes that way, yeah, that's the right way. We might actually, let's try it. Throat splitting it, so you might be able to. No, you can look. I don't think you would do that if the top hole was on. See that one in there, and I need another pin. 2 seconds, boy. And you do get a fair few bits left. So we've probably got about 30 track warns left, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 track pads at the moment. It's the same with this side again, just drop your pin in. The only other thing you do, if you want to leave them on for a bit and you don't want them falling off all the time, is you could paint these black and just push the other link in, or the track warn. There you go. And that is our tracks. Yeah, so that's our tracks. Look. Zoom out a little bit for you. One way. Oh, that is zoomed out. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's you're either too far away or too close. So that's our tracks. Suspension works nicely. Look, and if you do that, they will work. They will move that. All right. So that's cool. Let's dry them out the way for a minute. So that's just done. Yeah, look. So our next bit's going to be visors, 30 cal, and engine deck, which we probably won't fit straight off. But yes, it starts looking like just parts, and we'll see how it all goes together. It's not showing, so the only thing I have noticed is as we go through this is just a quickie, is the footman's looped. You can see the footman's looped. So they're not separate parts, they are just flat parts on the hull. So we'll make new ones of these, and I'll show you how to do that when we do it. So yeah, there is a little gadget that I made up for doing that, because I built an M113 1/16, not Andy's Hobbies one. It's a scratch built one that I did, which is 4RC, and that had loads of them that I had to make. So I'll show you how I do that. So we'll look at getting these bits cut out and put together. Right, let's get busy. So we want a A29. So guys, I'm not going too crazy with the detail on this because most of this is tucked away, you're not going to see it, and if you do, you're not really going to see a lot of it. So we're going to add that last piece, but I think that will do for this piece. Bear in mind we've got a front bit to go on there when that goes through, so that'll go through, and then you got that part there goes into it, and that keeps it all in place, and then that will stop you seeing any of this. The fact that there's not a lot of detail underneath that you're going to see is sort of like the leading factor of it all. That's about it. So you'll see the top of it, but that's the only detail that's in the front of your kit. Yes, that's quite actually it's quite a loose fit in there, so that part just slides over. So when you look at it on your plan, so this part slides over the front of this part, and this is quite a loose fit in here. So just push it in as tight as you can, get as much glue in as you can, and then get the position you want to get that in, and that's probably the way around to do it. But it's not a hard job, it's just a bit of an awkward fit. And yes, I thought I knocked the lever off, trying to get it to sort of get a bit of a tighter fit. Luckily you're not going to see it. So far I think the problems that you're coming across with this kit are not massive problems. They're more stupid problems, if that makes any sense. They're like, really, why is that like that, or it's that sort of problem. It's a problem for no reason. And for the price of the kit, I'm pretty certain that, I hate to say it, but I think Andy's Hobbies Sherman will probably have a lot better fit and less issues than this will. But all that being said, the issues you are having are silly issues and not anything disastrous that will stop you building the kit. It's just like it's more of a hassle, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's more of a hassle than it is anything else. And I'm finding the plans are, they're not great. You know, like the track links, for argument's sake, it tells you. So 78, you need 79. You cut off all the track links, which, to be fair, you wouldn't want to go through and count out how many you actually need. You just cut a lot off. But it's just, and the sprue gates are for the track links were the worst, because you have to cut it off the sprue, and then so the track. I'll cut one off in a minute if I find one, and I will show you what I actually mean. Oh, actually, I can show you here. Look. So, so you cut there, you cut there, you cut there, and then after you've cut it off, you've then got to go behind, cut off that bit, cut off that bit. There you go. So you cut down there, the other side, and then you've got to come back and cut this bit off as well. And you imagine doing that on every single one of those track pads. I think twice on the trackpad and once on the horns. It's a lot. It is a lot. I'm sure they could have come out with a better way, but hey, I'm not going to do spend my time complaining about this kit. So next is asking us to do the periscopes, which is F25, and I think GP2 is a clear part. Yeah, GPU is a clear part. So what did I say that was? Sorry, GPU2. GPU2. There's a few of those. F25. Now I saw those just now. And that's A, Y, AY. Oh God. AYW. Sorry guys. Gee. I'm back. After 20 years I'm back. I got old. God, I mean there are parts everywhere. 25. Actually, to be fair, I've also got to clean up in here. It's like a mess. So obviously I finished the Cooper wagon build. Oh, that's like chalk and cheese, the two kits. But you get I can't remember what I paid for this, to be fair. But you get what you pay for, I suppose, at the end of the day, don't you? So. I'll tell you what really does annoy me, with especially these bigger kits, is they're all nice, and the figure for this is like, well, I'm not overly keen on him. Let's put it out. He's like one of those cheap 3D printed figure type deals that you get on coats or something like that. But it's a command figure. So I bought. What did I buy? Oh yeah, I bought Andy's M8 Greyhound. Lovely kit. I've built it. I haven't painted it yet though. Well, it's because I've been busy, but I've painted. Well, I've painted all the figures for it already. So for a change, I thought, well, I know what I'll do is I'll paint the figures. So okay, the trouble is I might have to clean this off once after I've primed them. So let's have a look. So that's that way. Pad. Is that the pad? Is that the pad? Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's the pad. Look. So that pad goes to the bottom. That goes that way. I think that's right. Because it's clear, I can't really pick up on the detail that well. And for some reason, I seem to have fat fingers tonight. No, so it doesn't go that way. It's lying to me. Let's go that way then. No, that's not right either. That's what I would have said, but apparently not. Yay! The monkey flips the switch. So what was I saying? Sorry. Yes. So yeah, it's built. I've built all the interiors built. It's a shame because I've started building it before I started this channel. To be fair, and it would have been probably quite a nice build for the channel. The trouble is, I know I've still got to paint it and the luggage, but the figures are painted and the interior is all painted. And the problem with it is, it's like, do you get away with doing a video on a part build? So yeah, so they're together and they're really clear, these plans, and I'm presuming it's got to go that way. So this bit here faces down, and that way they take that periscope out. No, I don't think that you're going to get in there after you've fitted these. So let these dry off, let the glue dry off, and I've got to obviously I'll mask off the scopes, the clear bits, and I'll paint them white and black and then fit them, because yeah, I think you'll see a little bit of it but not a lot. But I think, guys, that for this video is going to do it for a minute, because that will bring us up to the top hole. So that brings up the engine decks, and hopefully in the next video we should get, I know it looks a lot in there but it's not, so yeah, I think hopefully we should get this lot, because it's only cutting and gluing, cutting and gluing, cutting and gluing. We should get this bit, hopefully on the next video, get the top hole done, and that only leaves us, that's it, it's turretless, so we'll be done. No, that only leaves us a turret. So I'm going for this turret, which is this hatch. So the difference between the two turrets, you get two turrets with the kits, guys. The difference with the two turrets are the hatches. So if you put on the other hatch, I'll go forward a bit. That one, if you put on that hatch, is a different turret. Oh, actually, yeah, no, yeah, because this still has, yeah, this one still has the spotlight, because that's what that mount there is for. And yeah, it's a shame it didn't have a mount back here for the 50 cal, because I've seen Takom do a figure, a tanky on the back firing the 50 cal. That would be quite a good one to put on. But anyway, so for this week, guys, thanks for watching. Like I say, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel. We do have the Facebook group, which is Man Cave Models UK, the same as the YouTube name. On there are pictures of the builds, and if you want to add your photos or pictures of your kits that you're building to it, then go ahead, please. Any questions or anything, just message me through that and I will be quite happy to answer. Or you know, you might see something that I could probably do a little bit better in a different way, and then you could message me and say that, and we'll all, look at that, found it, we're all enjoying our hobby, and there are different ways of doing things which are good to learn different ways and try different things. So yeah, like I say, please like and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next one. Cheers.